rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
He's checking.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the try here for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Browns nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Hey, alert!
And now here's a carry heading left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mayfield down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. No problem there on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Oh, he breaks another. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Colts! Noah Fant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Mayfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Mayfield off the play fake. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going to try and throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, run. Check nickel.
From the 27, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hurry! You go tight. You got tight. Regular. Hey, alert 33. Check.
Mayfield to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as the team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, It's Taylor, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
At the Browns' 35-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And when you see a screen pass as a defender, you see the ball floating in the air like that, you have to think to yourself, that can buy a little extra time if I bust my tail to get over there. If I avoid those blockers, I can go make the play behind the line of scrimmage, as he just did there.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mayfield on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Whip. Regular. Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll look to throw now on first. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big fella. 30. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this 3rd quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the 2nd half, and now they get the football right back.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Gets by him at the 25. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 63 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, Taylor. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's caught inside the 20. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play there for Indy.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On first down, Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity. Deep touchdown.
That's caught.
DK Metcalf
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off around the 37.
And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a rare loss for them as they fall to 13-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.